good morning, or good evening. My name's Ben, and this is a review of the Danny Flowers book, Outgunned. This 40K book is the third book in the 40K universe that I have recently read. I enjoyed this one the most out of the three. And this one is a different approach from your usual Space Marines or Necron or, what have you. This one deals with the Aeronautica Imperialis, or basically the WarHammer 40K version of the Air Force. And it's a great book, an easy read. Basically, the story is a Imperial propagandist, Simlax, whatever. Anyway, lands on the planet Bacchus. I am butchering these names, but anyway, he lands on this swamp-like world that is overridden with orcs. It's currently in a Imperial orc war, and the governor of the planet there is trying to keep everything more or less like it's not that bad. The planet is known for its wine, which isn't particularly good. But anyway, this propagandist meets this ace fighter pilot, lightning pilot, Von Shard, and she is the usual, how do you say, like, overconfident, drunken, don't care, don't listen to authority type figure. I mean, there's some stereotypes in here. You've got her commanding officer that is got the mustache, pointed mustache, and everything's by the book, and rivalry between him and her governor, who is wealthy and everything and flaunts her wealth and more or less kind of cares about her people, but is the typical, walk through and barely say anything to the workers. The propagandist. Now, one thing with this book and what I like about reading such stories is not only reading about a propagandist, is a everyman. He has 3 seer skulls that help him more or less videotape what's going on. He's tasked with showing that the war effort's going great, that the orcs are nothing more than savage beasts with spears. But unfortunately for him and the people of this planet, the orcs, of course, start gaining technology, and the overarching thing is that there's some sort of major threat, this storm cloud, this green storm, and it's taken out whole squadrons of fighters and bombers and etc. And this cloud is coming ever closer to the governor's residence at their summer residence where Simlex is staying at, doing his work. And you meet some down-to-earth characters and stuff. One character is a mechanic, more or less, on these aircraft, and you feel sorry for him, you like him as well. He has a small role, well, I would say a big role, but a small part within the book. It's like you're reading an everyman. He's not some strong Space Marine dude or some Special Forces operative, or what have you. He is just a guy doing his job and struggling with it. Everything from losing his seer skulls, more or less his camera equipment, to him having to wade through the aristocratic party and where is his place and knowing his place and everything like that. Shard, she is a sibling of a very well-renowned family. One of her brothers is a commissar. You get to read a little bit about him. Another one is a priest, and it's an interesting story. But one thing, it ended the way that both I expected it to, and also not the way I expected it to. And when you read it, you'll kind of see what I'm getting at, because obviously they have to face this green storm that the orcs have created. And there's some Aldari as well in here, kind of touched upon some behind the scenes stuff of what the governor has been doing to the planet, or at least accepting Xenos, which, with the Imperium, it don't go well when you try to deal with alien races. But it's a great book. I highly recommend it. When looking up this book, there is a sequel on Amazon, and I will intend on getting it, Above and Beyond. It continues the story here between Shard and Simlex, and I enjoyed it. I would say I would probably give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, the action was steady, the characters was interesting, if not a little bit on the cliche side. And I just enjoy that it's about a propagandist instead of like some super dude or whatever. Reading WarHammer or listening to the lore, it's like everybody just lives and dies in war and has no emotions whatsoever. But reading books like this really opens it up. It brings a more human approach to the stories. But yeah, highly recommend this book. It's about 363 pages of awesomeness. But yeah, if you love aircraft stories and fighter ace stories, and you also love science fiction or the grim, dark future, this is a book to get into, and highly recommend it. Thank you for watching.